Hi curl friends, welcome back to my channel, Outrageous Curls. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to protect your curly hair this winter. Keep watching to see more. Before I jump into the video, I'm sorry if I sound a little bit funny or like my voice sounds a bit weird. I have just come off of a cold that I caught from my dad, and it's just like this horrible cold. I hope no one else catches it because the only thing I've got at the moment is the nasal congestion, so it makes my voice sound, I feel like my voice sounds really weird when I'm talking, so I do apologise. I just want to let you know that up front. Okay, let's jump into the video. So my first curly hair tip on how to protect your curly hair this winter is making sure you keep your curly hair hydrated. So having water in a spray bottle like this is perfect for curly hair, as you can see here. I hope you guys can see, but if I spray a little bit, it's super light. It's just like a mist spray bottle, and using this to refresh your curly hair is really key because it will help just reactivate the curly hair products that you've got in your hair. So like when you've done your curly hair routine, the next day using water in a spray bottle and just spraying your hair and then just smoothing your hair out will just help reactivate the curls, give the curls life and bounce, and it will prevent dryness. That is the most important thing, because curly hair is already naturally dry because we've got less hair strands in our hair compared to straight hair, and also there is less moisture in the air as well, so during this winter time. So making sure you keep your curly hair hydrated is key. So water in a spray bottle, or even like a hair mist. Some hair brands like this, Cow's Daughter Cocoa Cream, will have a like hair mist bottle that will help add moisture to your hair. So even something like this as well. Or what you can do if your hair is really dry, especially if you're transitioning from relaxed damaged hair to curly hair, having water in a spray bottle and then mixing it with your favorite leave-in conditioner and then just shake it, and that will work as a great refresher. I think I've done it in some previous videos. I will try and find some so I can link it here for you guys so you can see what I do. It's just really easy and it works amazing. Just also make sure that when you do that you just really make sure that this is super clean. You clean it really well before using again. My next curly hair tip on how to protect your curly hair during this winter period is deep conditioning. Deep conditioning is key for literally every hair type. I kid you not. Even straight hair, like deep conditioning is so important, and I didn't realise the importance when I first started my curly hair journey, because what deep conditioning does, it helps hydrate, repair, strengthen and intensely adds moisture to your curly hair, and it also helps soften the curls as well. So if you are having any frizz problems, deep conditioning really helps and makes such a difference, because during that stage some deep conditioners, especially like this one, like Can Do, helps define the curls, so when it comes to the styling stage you'll experience less frizz compared to not deep conditioning. So make sure you do not skip deep conditioning, because it is such a huge game changer when it comes to your curly hair, and it adds the moisture your curly hair needs. So yeah, deep conditioning is a really important one. Alongside this as well, after you rinse out your deep conditioner, it's good to fill out with a leave-in conditioner like this one, the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Restore. I had to think about that. Leave-in conditioner. This one is really good. I always come back to this one during the winter period. I do recommend this, especially if you are transitioning, if you've got damaged hair, dry hair, type 4 hair especially. I've got a mix of frizzy curls and 4A curls and coils. This is really good, as it just, honestly, it has great slip for finger detangling. It just adds the moisture in really well to your curls, and it just soaks into all curly hair types. So I do recommend this. And also what's good about this is that it is like in a tub rather than a bottle, so it makes it easier and it lasts longer. The only thing is the smell. It's not my favorite smell overall. For some reason it reminds me of Play-Doh. It's really strange. Also what's good about this, it has keratin in it, which is a hair protein sort of substance that we have, and it helps repair and strengthen your hair as well. Keratin is something we all have in our hair. I know there's another sort of keratin out there that's used for processing and relaxing curly hair, but that's not the same ingredient that is in this. This is like the version that we already have in our hair that helps strengthen and restore our hair. But leave-in conditioners also helps reduce split ends, and it helps improve length retention, and it helps also strengthen your hair. So leave-in conditioners is definitely key, so make sure you do include a leave-in conditioner in your curly hair routine. The next curly hair tip, as you can see, I have got my curly hair up. I've got a cute festive hairstyle. So protective styles, especially like this, is really good for protecting your curly hair this winter, because there's less moisture in the air. Your hair is exposed to that dryness even more. So if you wear your curly hair out, it's great and you can be rocking it, but you've got to make sure that you have layered your hair well enough that it doesn't get prone to dryness too much. So if you don't layer it, so what I'm saying by that is following like the lock method or the LCO method. I will link these both here if you're not sure what I mean by that. These are different techniques to help moisturize your hair, so you can wear your hair out if you do follow that technique. But if you're not confident and you like to just use one product, a protective style like this is really important and it can really help. So when you've got protective styles like this, it's just all the hair strands are banding together and it makes it stronger, and also it gives your hair a break from being exposed to the outer elements. So you can do a protective style like this, or there's other protective hairstyles that I do have available on my YouTube channel, such as box braids. Box braids is amazing, I love it, and I will show you guys how you can do box braids yourself if you want to at home. Locks, like butterfly locks, is really good, or wigs as well. Wigs is definitely one of my favorites because it's just so quick and easy, especially if you have a busy lifestyle. Wigs are just a perfect protective style, and you can also change up your hair color if you want to, like if you just want something completely different, or even like a different hairstyle where you can just have your hair a little bit wavy, or you can have more of a fro. It's up to you. There's so many choices out there, so protective styles are great. Another curly hair tip is making sure you don't use too much heat on your curly hair during this period. So you can, I know a lot of people like to blow dry their curly hair out during this time of the year, or like to just straighten it as well. But make sure you just know how to protect your hair. So make sure you are using the products that will help just keep your hair strong enough for it, or even making sure that you are preparing your hair to use heat. So what I mean by that is using like DIY hair masks that have really good ingredients such as peppermint oil, Jamaican black castor oil, and like having an egg in it as well, so you've got a strong protein treatment, so your hair's got enough protein so it's strong enough to take the heat. And then using like heat protectant as well, and as much as possible as well, I do recommend it. Like don't skip using heat protectant whatsoever. Like make sure you are protecting your hair so that when you are going back to your curly hair, it's not super dry, because that's the downfall, that if you aren't finding ways to ensure you are protecting your hair, it can get more dry and you could end up losing that curl definition over time as well. Some DIY hair masks, I will link a few here, and I'll also link a video on how I straightened my curly hair during the winter time, and I will admit I was shocked by the results, but straightening my hair is not for me. I found it a little bit too difficult just to maintain. It's a lot of maintenance. I know it's a preference, so that's why I sometimes like to use a wig instead, or a weave. A weave is a really good alternative if you do want to just have your hair straight for a little while, and it's also a great way to protect your hair. Also, another thing during this winter time is that you do want to use things that keep you warm, so such as a woolly hat, but of course make sure you've got a woolly hat that is satin lined. I think I'm going to make my own when I've got the chance. I'm not the best sewer, but I'm going to learn. I'm going to try. Got to figure it out. But if you can satin line it, it's a great way to protect your hair, because the problem with the wool is that it will just soak up all the moisture, all the hydration from your hair, and it will make it feel dry and look dry, and it can also cause frizz. And also it can leave sometimes a bit of a shape, if that makes sense. I don't know how to describe it. Sometimes when you wear a woolly hat and you leave it on for so long, your hair will just it will look flat, and sometimes it's a little bit difficult to liven it back up, whereas with the satin line it will be easier to liven up, and you can get your curls looking good and looking popping and looking fresh. So making sure it's got a satin line in it. I know there is a few people on Instagram who do offer those kind of products. I'll link them in the description below so you guys can check those out. But if I can figure out a way of making my stitching look good, I probably could offer it as a product in the future, but we'll wait and see. But if you guys are interested for me to do something like that for you, make it available more here in the UK so it's more accessible, let me know in the description below and I can try and figure something out. Another curly hair tip when it comes to protecting your curls during this winter period is how to define your curls. So when I first started my curly hair journey, I was using gels like this during the winter period, and I would sometimes find that my hair would have a really bad crunch or it would feel really dry, or when it was outside, because there's less moisture in the air, your hair stiffens and it doesn't have the same flow and bounce and feel and softness, and it feels a bit hard. So you don't really want to use gels too much. You kind of want to start shifting your styling products or your styler to hair mousses. And you know what? I know before when I used to use a hair mousse used to dry my hair out. But until I found like a product like this, like the Camille Rose Spiked Honey Hair Mousse, this actually adds moisture to my hair and makes my hair feel super soft, and it defines the curls so well and a lot better than I was expecting, because I thought mousses were more for like wavy hair types like type 2 and like 3A hair, but you know what, this works really well for my hair type, so I do recommend this hair mousse, especially if your curly hair type is similar to mine, and especially for the winter time. So I am not really using gels at all. I'm using more curly hair creams and hair mousses to help define the curls and add moisture to my hair. So then my hair feels super soft, it's got life, it's got bounce, and it doesn't have any of that dryness or that stiffness anymore. And that is it, curl friends. Comment below, have you got any curly hair tips on how to protect your curly hair this winter? Let me know, as I'd love to hear about your experiences. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like this video. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, stay tuned to my curly hair uploads, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the curly hair fun. I hope you have a lovely week and keep it fun, keep it festive, and stay true, and see you in the next video. Bye!